Now, I love presenting this show, but I'm very unlikely to get Gary Lineker's gig on Match of the Day. But our next guest could well be presenting on it one day. Amani, Maryam and Daya are pupils at Wycombe High School, and at weekends, they report on the women's team at Wycombe Wanderers. Now, they join me live on the line now. Good evening, girls. Welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Fantastic. Amani, I wanted to begin with you. How did you get involved in reporting on the Wycombe Wanderers women's team?
Hi, so it actually began with our school, Wycombe High, setting up a new reporting and media YouTube channel, Wycombe High TV, along with a new studio. So I was one of the first people to join and was given the opportunity to host a virtual sports game show for the school during lockdown and chose to host alongside Maryam. And afterwards, we regularly produced video assignments for the school channel, and we got professional mentorship with amazing technical equipment and editing software, like cameras, tripods, MacBooks for editing, and lots of great resources. So we had a little bit of experience already. So the opportunity arose, and we saw the advert for reporting and applied. So we were really surprised and elated that we've been chosen and really cherish this opportunity.
Oh, no, Amani. It sounds wonderful. And as you said, just getting that technical knowledge and that know-how is just invaluable, isn't it? Now, Maryam, what have you learned so far, I guess, about the whole reporting process and also match day as well?
Oh, yeah. So in this internship kind of thing we've been doing, we've learnt many things in the filming and reporting industry. Like we film the game's highlights at each match, so we know how to do different camera angle shots and also how to talk on the spot when we do our small interview at the end of each match with the star players of each game. And I think in general, it just gives us a new skill and it's a great opportunity to learn something new. And it's really fun as we get to watch these matches while reporting and support the players. It's really nice.
Yeah. And Maryam, is it quite hard to talk on the spot, to just suddenly report?
Well, each time we try and do like a generalised set of questions when we do these interviews. So we normally pick two of the best players with the most goals, basically, and the coach, and we say what's the general outlook of the game and things like that.
Yeah. And there, the Women's Euro International Tournament is going to be taking place in England this summer. How do you think England are going to get on?
I think we have quite a good chance. Obviously, we'll be up against some strong teams like Sweden, Germany, France, and the current holders, the Netherlands, who are all higher ranked than us. But having home advantage should be massive for us, as we saw last summer when the men's team played the majority of their games at Wembley, kind of the nations together. In the past, the hosting country has definitely had an edge, as we saw in the 2017 Women's Euros. I think that was the last time the competition was held. Hosted and went on to win the tournament. So I'm quite confident England will go far and do the same, and hopefully they can win.
Absolutely, And there, it's very popular. There's a lot of people watching the women's game now, aren't there?
Yeah, they are. It's quite good. I'm very happy to see the women's football community being so more recognised than it used to be.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Amani, do you have to do a lot of research before the games on the opposing team and their players?
I mean, when it comes to the game, we're more to do with, Wycombe's reporting for the Twitter, uploading the Twitter account from the goals and all the penalties. So it's really to do with when we're there and we're really in the action.
Yeah. And do you have to take copious notes as well? Do you take notes to help you during the match?
So we actually upload everything from our Twitter feed from Wycombe High's, Wycombe Wanderers Twitter feed. So we kind of have a log throughout the game that we're able to, go back to and reference.
Yeah. So many, many, many years ago, I'm a big Watford fan. I used to write match reports for the Watford Observer. And that was quite nerve-wracking. I found I was scribbling down lots of things just to try and remember what had, kind of happened during the match. Maryam, what do your peers and your friends make of what you're doing?
Well, Amani and Daya are both my friends, and we all do it together, so it's quite fun. And as you said, you used to write match reports. When we went to the Burton Albion game, I remember that there was loads of people. They all had their jobs and they taught us what they did, and they were all telling us. And we saw the people writing the match review and things like that. So it was a great experience.
Brilliant. And there, you've all been down to Adams Park to see the first team play. Tell me about that experience.
Yeah, we were really lucky to be invited by Mr. Kuig, the owner of the club, to shadow the media team and watch the Chairboys in action. I found it quite a surreal experience, and it was something that really kind of opened my eyes to different aspects of sports coverage, and being able to learn things from the pros like Phil, Aaron, Flo, Matt and James is something I really appreciate, because they gave us so many tips on sports reporting and coverage.
Oh, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Now, look, I'm going to ask, to finish off, I'm going to ask all of you this. Amani, beginning by you, are you hoping for a future career in journalism and sports reporting, potentially?
I mean, the skills we've acquired and are still learning, I think, are going to be useful for any future job we may go into, especially journalism, because all of the things we've learned has given us enough opportunities and showed us that this may be enjoyable and rewarding future career.
No, absolutely. And Maryam, yourself?
Well, obviously at this point, I'm not sure what I'll be doing in the future. You know, things change as you go up to school, but I love this experience, and I will do other side activities involving reporting. So I think this has inspired a new skill.
Oh, very good, very good. And Daya?
Yeah, it's definitely something I want to explore further, especially because I enjoy playing and watching sports. I play football myself, and I quite like being behind and in front of the camera. So it's definitely something I would look into.
Oh, brilliant. So you know what? I'm just going to say, Gary Lineker, look out, watch out. We have the future presenters here. Amani, Maryam and Daya, thank you so much for joining me. And look, just carry on doing what you're doing. You are kind of like really quite a sensation. And I know you've got a really big following. So thank you so much for joining us. You take care.
Thank you very much.
Oh, lovely girls. Amani, Miriam and Daya there, who are pupils at Wycombe High School. And at the weekends, they report on the women's game at Wycombe Wanderers. As I keep saying, Gary Lineker, watch out.
Fazana Chowdhury.